I'm back. I'm back. Yeah.
Love, crazy 8th grade, nerdcore rap god. Got into a dual fate and I just pulled a trap card. Third-rate rappers with a fourth-rate catalog. Destined for the shadow realm. Y'all should never act hard. Flow is so insidious that I need an apprentice type. Master with the force, peep the context in my sentence, right? Phantom like the Sithis, just don't ask me what my pen is like. They know that I'm the menace, who you kidding? Bitch, I'm Dennis like sweet to drive, hot-headed, rhymes with Shirley Cole. Tested, you can never twist my metal like the jury goes. I ain't never mad when I push it to the max. I got Chris riding with me, bout to turn this bitch to Fury Road. Since animated, I'm the one the crew congratulated. When this will provide protective cover like it's laminated. Damn, I made this 16 like a guillotine. It's fascinating. If you think that you're ahead, you get decapitated. All that aside, I ain't merely here to rap words. I'm here to tell you who representing for the black nerds. And to remind you, neither one of these are bad words. Biggest living mirrors, they just choose to see it backward. Who be the leaders of discussion when a topic trends? Dissections got the culture under microscopic lens. Who got the type that you can miss it from the start and make you feel like an expert on the subject by the time it ends? Check the stat, Louis viewership is nice. All these other shows don't seem to cut it. That's a bad slice. Off the books with unscripted drills you can't write. No vampires, but these interviews don't end right. Yeah, this is the best part. Rhymes on Mandalorian, Independence made the best score. Starting a war with these stars, you won't get far. This is the way you play a game of life or death star. So far removed from the drama, we don't know this harm, but won't hesitate to shed a light like a Patronus charm. With mischief managed, troubles at a disadvantage. Must be something in the water, dip your toe because you know it's warm. Where can you find another show with such a fine cast? And if you try to box them in, they playing Minecraft. And basically to sum it up like you define math, this crew's the best and it figures like a line graph. I'm Mary band like the words I do. Level-headed, you don't have to have absurd IQs. They know you can relate because they're nerds like you. With their help, you'll see the world from a blur's eye view. Yeah. You are now tuned in to Blerd's Eye View. And without further ado, we out. Yeah.
Hey, everybody, it is your man on the wall, Chris Fury, back with another episode of Blerd's Eye View. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us. Shout out to everybody that's watching us on the tube, and shout out to everyone who is watching us on Twitch. So, I hope everybody's had a short week. It's been a long week. It's been a long one over here, but at any rate, we want to thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for giving us 2 hours to entertain you and 2 hours for us to take our minds off the ways of the world. So without further ado, I think we can get this started. Lady Mandalore, you ready for the come on the bridge? I take that as a yes. What's going on, Lady Mandalore? What's up? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Hold on. Yeah, I don't hear you. Nothing. I hear nothing. I hear nothing. Let's see. I hear nothing. I'm checking everything on this end though. Let's see. Let's bring another crew member in and see what happens.
Can you hear me?
Spartan.
Okay, cool. Fine. I was gonna say talks to you doesn't like us either. What the crap? I expected some StreamYard, but not Talk Studio. Oh, yeah. I got nothing except, thank goodness tomorrow's Friday. Whew.
Yeah. Hold on, let's see what's got now.
Hi.
There we go.
We just got echo. I think
Okay.
it might be on Spartan's end.
Let me mute myself. Very certain. We just heard you.
Hold on.
We're good.
My echo cancellation's on, so it's not me.
Yeah, it's
probably me.
gone now.
It's probably me.
Yeah, it's gone now.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Say something, Kara.
It had, see, like I said, long week.
Mediocre white men exhaust me, so I am currently drinking a margarita.
Not a mediocre
tonic?
drink.
I was gonna say margarita because I can see the salt, I can see the sugar and on the rim. Like, ma'am.
A little gin, some tequila, lime juice, simple syrup. Keeps me quiet.
Appreciate you, Mal. Appreciate you.
No triple sec?
No, that's what the simple syrup is for.
I mean, if you gonna
Balance.
Where's my guy at? Where? I know I could have swore I see there he is. The engines don't start until Bama comes in.
That train ain't never late.
Nope.
Although Bama, roll tide. Roll tide, Bama, roll tide.
Lord. How are you gentlemen doing this
goodness.
evening?
Our grill
Here.
It's Thursday.
It is Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
It's Wednesday for me.
Yeah.
Lady, how's everything?
Do not go backwards in time. It is Thursday. It is about to be Friday. Don't play.
For y'all.
Dang.
After work
Saturday.
on Saturday.
Saturday is her Friday.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
Yeah, me too. I'm real sorry.
I'm sorry. My hours are from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. Anything more, you paying more. I'm a high class
There's
host.
going to be a renegotiation. I promise there's going to be a
It's not being
renegotiation.
education because education.
Said a high class.
Should never do that.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll accept it. The fact that me and Kira are both swigging at the same time tells you enough.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Long day.
Long
Try
week,
Jesus.
man.
Not me.
You know what? I take that back. My day today was actually not bad. I did not have a bad day today. I take that back.
Okay.
Tomorrow and
No, it
Saturday
wasn't bad.
are a different story.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just long.
Right.
It's tired. I'm Monday through Friday, but I will. She said you got Monday up. No.
You getting extra pay? Like, come on, they shouldn't be taking Saturday.
No.
No, not when them taxes hit.
No.
Uncle Sam sees you working past 5 days. He's like, we getting paid.
Oh no, I claim 0 on my taxes. No, mama gets her money back immediately. My tax refund has hit my bank account already. I am not for play. Give me back my money. I paid for y'all to play with all year. Give me my shit back.
All
I am also poor. What did I miss? I'm also realizing, depending on the show, you need to set your noise settings on this fucking thing. So that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The struggle is real.
My goodness.
Talk to you, you're affordable.
It's always. Oh, Wild Opie's in the building.
Apparently, my son has decided to become a drummer.
That's the right age.
I'm just waiting for this aluminum can to go flying past my head. That's like. As he laughs, that's the crazy part. He laughs menacingly as he just goes past me.
Sir, according to the stories you've told us, he get it from his father.
Correct. Like you did this. The genetic imprint is following. There's a plan here. There's an entire plan.
I'm not disagreeing with any of this, but Tafara, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was singing "Stunting Like My Daddy," like by Lil Wayne.
If you are watching live, please hit that like button. Remember to always help support the stream. This helps keep the ship in the air, and like, subscribe, all that great stuff. You can catch us when we're live. It'll let you know when you're live. When we're live. Also, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Clips. Also, new articles coming from blerdseyeview.org through wrestling, through movies, through comics and characters and the like. So be fun on that side. Yes. Why are we raising hands like we're in class?
Because sometimes y'all be talking loud, and I don't know how much louder I am so that I could be heard. So I just
you be heard.
Y'all be heard just fine. My mic it hard here 2 weeks.
We currently have. Oh, thank you, whoever just hit the like button. You're number 5. However, we have 10. I need y'all stop fucking around. It don't take but I'm cursing with love. Stop fucking around. Hit that goddamn button. Y'all are here. Y'all been chilling in here for a good 5 to 10 minutes. I need y'all to respect what we do and give us. That's the tip. Just the tip. That's all we asking for. That's all we want.
If you are ever feeling down, Kira is available for life coaching.
There you go. And by the way,
I do motivate people to look.
That could have went left.
It's not an insult.
I was about to take it left, but y'all stopped me, so I was just about to say something.
It's not an insult, Kira. We know you motivate. You just have a race to your tough love.
I don't have a lot of time.
Lady Mandalore is the mother hen of the ship.
Get your shit the fuck together right goddamn now so we can all get this fucking bag. That's all I'm saying.
No,
that's all I'm saying, baby. It's with love.
Spoken like a black auntie.
Right.
That's it.
The fuck you doing? What's wrong with you? Find your Jesus. I don't know which one you need, but you need to get it together.
That clip they used to go running around. It was like, think big, bitch. Think big. That's Kira. That's
small.
It's the same energy.
It's small. What's that motivational quote? If I ever feel down, I just remember those words. I just see Kira going, "Think big, bitch."
Think big, bitch. Big. Take up the space.
I didn't hear the same confidence like Dave Chappelle in that skit. Think big, bitch.
Oh my god!
With
I mean,
love.
it works. It works.
It does.
It saves me time. It saves you time. If I have to repeat myself, clearly I wasn't kind enough to you. So now I have to use sentence enhancers. The fuck you doing, my guy?
Look, this is the best way I've explained it to people. Look, the best way I've explained it to people is this, that especially people that are of the word. They say, you shouldn't talk that way. And I said, look, didn't Jesus tell them folks not to gamble in his daddy's house?
Flip tables and everything.
He said, yes. And I said, what did he do? He came back and flipped the tables. I said, and that's all I'm saying.
I always love the fact
with the word.
We just don't have the patience. We just don't have the patience to go that level. That we just skip over that first step. That's all.
I'm here we are all here for a good time, not a long time. So let's skip the bullshit. Because straight talk leads to straight understanding. I
saw that going so differently. I saw that going so
Like I
different.
said, we've had a week. We have had a day. The way things have been. Look, how many aircrafts has it been already?
87.
I'm just saying.
87 in 50 days.
87.
Oh,
87.
No, it's not 87 days. What are you talking about?
No, 80. It has been 80
days.
in 50 days. There's been a total of 87 crashes. It's the first time. It's the first time in about 40 plus years the FAA has recorded that many crashes in a short number of days. It's been almost 4 decades since that number has hit.
Look, even Trey said it. It's like
Help.
Everybody has had today's been the day.
Help.
What is it? What is,
I need
my
the help.
it ain't a full. It ain't a full moon.
Where's it, Tafara?
I said I keep
So
my
what's
blessed
the far?
one in the bag, but I might have to like pray for the plane now.
You know what?
You better
Jesus.
There was a video of that lady just anointing the plane. I used to make fun of it, but now I'm like, hey, if it gets you from point A to point B, that's the plane.
Mr. Pilot, I need you to
something.
just come to the front real quick. I'm gonna just do a little dabadoo real quick. Bop, bop, bop.
Yeah.
Let me smell your breath too. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
I'm not gonna lie. The last couple,
very differently now.
yeah, the last couple of weeks have turned me into a habitual car rider. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, how far is it to drive? I think I'm gonna ride that out. I can't. Nothing against pilots right now because pilots and air traffic patrols, y'all got it rough. But
hey, hold on. To what Trey said, do we need to go choke somebody for you? Like that's a lot.
Oh crap! When your agent hasn't sent over, ooh, sir.
Forget the blessed oil. Hold on.
Right. That's
Wait, sir. Hold on. That's not the number.
Oh, yeah.
That's not the number you gave me. That's no. Okay. All right. How long we? 18 minutes. Nigga, you need to. Who I didn't go see? Where you need me to go? What you need? Because that's no. We don't do
Money
that.
needs to be
That's
passed through right now.
What is
5-figure numbers? I'm like, oh, that's cement shoes. That's
nah, nigga.
come up
You
with
fucking with my
something.
emotions. The 3 F's: food, family, and finances.
Who steals out?
And look, forget about the black
City.
oil. Do I need to break out the headband, or do I need to just go for the straight ski?
I
mask?
broke out Lucille, baby. Let's go.
In this economy, are you already out your rabbit ass mind?
All right, we're coming out of retirement, buddy.
Go.
Is he still walking? Is he still walking?
Better call
That's
for
my question. I'm sorry. What are you
Oh
saying,
my
Chris?
God. I knew it was gonna be a day. I had a gut feeling.
You walking around with 50K? Oh, sir.
What you want? How you,
You know
want it?
what
where
we
you
call
want
that
it?
in the black
Tell me.
community? Our good common sense.
Somebody got to fold it there somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
That's a come to Jesus involuntarily, or you can go voluntarily, you can go involuntarily. It's up to you. Jesus, I can see why Trey is feeling the way he is feeling.
Hey, Spartan, he's gonna make me go into the cash and get some things that ain't been unearthed in a while.
I'm not saying
I got some things that ain't. I got some things that ain't.
I'm not saying
and reappearing.
Touch some things in a while. It's just.
I mean, we got bleach and lime. We got bleach and lime and alibis.
Here it is. It's enough for me to get on the line and call Mama Fury. Say, Mama, pull it out the cubby hole. I'm gonna get down. I'll be down.
I'm about to say, Trey, where you live? I might know bail bondsman. We might be good. I might have bail bondsman on deck. We might be all right. Kira just went straight.
Yep. Put some glasses on, baby girl. You disappeared.
This.
What you talking about? I don't understand. I can't hear you.
And then you gotta do.
There's too much bullshit.
Put your glasses on and use your other voices. There you go.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, son? I don't understand what you're talking about.
Oh,
Fucking wild in this place.
That's a voice.
Why do you sound like you smoke and drink bourbon at the same time?
Why is that you or that a
What Black History Month wizardry is this?
You're busted out with a voice that I haven't heard from 30-year-old smokers. Just what the?
Was that no? Seriously, was that you or was that a modulator, Kara?
I'm sorry.
Was that
Was
you?
that you or a modulator?
No, that's me.
Oh, good Lord. Don't do that. Oh, don't do that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when I want to talk like this and be super nice,
Then I'll talk like this.
If anyone is casting
I gotta see you do that in person.
Yeah, I got the bullshit on. Hey.
You know what's gonna mess people up? They're gonna hear that voice, look at Kira, and it's gonna be like, you know what? Forget the holy water on the plane. Throw it on her.
He's so confused. They're gonna be so confused.
If anybody is casting for a sleep party, demon, Kira's your girl.
Right.
Bev said this is why I would never visit NYC. No, NYC is a good place to visit. I'm
sorry.
saying
You want to visit NYC? Don't do that.
you want me on your side, Bam. No, Bama, you want to? You want me on your side, my guy.
Just imagine.
But those are DMX. I can't.
Just imagine Kira's having a full-blown conversation and that voice comes out.
Oh man. I was gonna take this to the
What they really want from a nigga.
That would make me. That would. If Kira did that to me and I'm drinking, I would immediately put the bottle down. Like, no, I've had enough. The spirits. This would be sparkling. Like, I would be sober. I would be sober for the rest of the evening.
He was like, I only had one shot, right?
That bottle will be put down to the side. It would be none but Sprite or 7-Up for the rest of the evening. Like, nope. Mm-mm.
I know your throat hurts.
What they really want from a nigga.
He started getting turned into a heartbeat. He's like, I thought it burned differently when it went down. I knew something wasn't right. Right.
Oh my God. Anyway, Trey, go get your money.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Right.
They keep the money.
We got a couple things. We got a couple. First off, I didn't know. First off, a lot of shit dropped today.
Yep.
A lot of shit dropped today. Like, I forgot Reacher started today. I thought it was going to start tomorrow.
Right. I missed that boat.
Else to drop. I watched.
Wait, is today Thursday or Friday or Wednesday?
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Wait, what's today?
Today's Thursday, the 20th, so it did drop today.
New Invincible is out, so that means it's Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, New Invincible dropped.
Spider-Man.
By the way,
Spider-Man
before we get
up.
into the other, I was getting right into that.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It's completely different, but I like it. Oh, Princess Series is in the building.
Yeah, she just got handed off.
Not the handoff.
Yeah.
She's literally like, Mother, it's showtime. I am late for the set. I need to.
She had to get her hair did. She had to get her hair did to be ready.
Spider-Man's done.
Am ready,
right?
Yeah, Spider-Man's
yes, that is done.
Mm-hmm.
I love the show. Number one, love the show. I like the twists that they take to it. I like the different style of it. But their episode release was completely
it was all over the fucking place.
Yeah, all over the place.
It was weird.
The first couple episodes, I understood. You know, everybody gets like a 2 or 3 episode drop. But then it was like the next week you got 3 more episodes, and I said, "Did I miss a week or 2?" And I'm like, "No, it was." I'm thinking it was coming out daily the way they were dropping.
Oh, they were going 3 at a time. Like, here's your addiction.
I feel like if you're gonna drop like that, make it like
it's got a second season. So shout out to Janelle.
I already got second. That it got green light for both.
Yep. Say what?
It got green
light.
Yeah,
it got a second season. They're working on it.
Second and third.
Yeah, you
Wait,
got green light for 2 and 3.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're that confident.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're gonna drop like that, I would just make it a 20-season
Yeah,
show then.
This kid is a runner.
Makes sense.
At least.
You're not doing that no more.
At least.
Mhm.
Nah.
Go if you're gonna
That's
go that
what
route,
they're
go
over.
old school. Drop an episode every day.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
every week.
Every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, they're not doing 20 episodes like that. Not on
But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I can't.
I mean, it would make sense.
But,
I mean, considering how they're doing stuff.
The style is fun.
He's so
The style is fun. I like the angles. I like the storyline. The only thing that I don't know if it's due to story beats or what is Lonnie. I know who Lonnie Lincoln is. I know what happens, but
How they're going about it.
it's kind of fast.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet. Please don't spoil it for me.
Oh no, you're good.
No, I'm not spoiling it. It's just how fast they do it. And I'm like, you know.
I like that we got a whole new batch of characters. I haven't seen the finale episodes either, but damn, Big Donovan is the worst gangster of all time. Just
Right.
violated any and all black hoodlum codes.
Okay, by you saying that, wait till you see the last 2 episodes. It'll confirm everything you're thinking.
Pretty much.
I know this dude is a punk. Like it's everything about him. Tell him, Zuri, stay away from kids.
Yeah, we don't tolerate no punk. I don't want to curse in front of your child.
Look, at this point, she barely said "da." You're good.
I don't. That don't make it right.
Like even
For a while, and Obi's been in the background. Remember?
Oh, Obi is downstairs. They didn't clock in on shifts. She's upstairs. He's downstairs.
And the thing is, I don't know who I want to choke out more, Big Donovan or Lonnie's bad behind little brother. Like I did, like I was. What did he say? I wanted a place to feel important. Get a job, you bum.
Right. I did all this for you, and you gonna do that? I'm like, that's just petty.
I'm like, Mr. and Mrs. Lincoln, you clearly did good jobs with your kids.
It's just the way
belt to ass at this point. We've tried diplomacy.
Mm-hmm. And then the same.
You know what? Here's the thing, Trey. This is a good question. I don't think it's going to be. I feel like because even in comics, not the last story arc that they did dealing with the gangs of New York and everything, it was an extremely uneasy alliance between Spider-Man and Toon.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it tying.
All because Tombstone's daughter.
Yeah.
I can see it tying age story about the neighborhoods. Maybe I'm not a fan of how we got here.
Yeah.
My boy was supposed to ball and go to the league. The whole hood was riding for him like a McDonald's commercial in the early 90s.
Calvin
got a job. Dang it. Dang, you beat me by 1 second. Dang.
You heard about that boy Lonnie? He's playing football. He got a job. Lonnie comes from a good family.
Then he had to. Well, I mean, he had to save his brother. He had to save his brother.
But yeah, I think it's just because it's such. It was a lot of reluctance.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of reluctance, and then like somewhere it happened, and it was such a flip on the dime turn. It was like, okay, when did this happen? Like, where you were freely just like okay to do it. When did that happen? You know,
what made you see
raspberries?
what made you see someone get impaled? And
sisters and one.
Say against fire. You broke up.
I said, what made you see someone get impaled and think I need to go back there? Like Scorpion was skewering folks. He's like, I gotta help. You are free.
Right.
Leave.
That should have been your go-to mode to be like, wait, so he's basically just murking out the entire crew.
Good. I'm out. I'm gone.
Right. I am free.
I would say props.
I ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm going back on the team. I'm done.
I'm like, you had
So,
you're right. You had the perfect cover though. That's what makes no sense. I was like, loyalty to who? They was ready to drop you at the bottom of a hat, sir.
sir, you, you're a victim. Like,
this is why I never.
Like
this is why I never understood game.
But yeah, but I mean, outside of that story beat, everything else was completely fine. Coleman, put that shit on Domingo.
Yeah, he got it. He got it.
Wait.
He got it.
You know, you look past the fact that Norman's a black man. You look completely past it because the voice work is so well done and it's every bit Norman. You're just like, I'm okay. Like, this is not the 616 universe, but you completely look past the fact, like, no, that's Norman. That's every bit Norman. You know, so I mean, I like what they did.
I love the fact that it had a duality to it. You know, he's carrying. It's almost the same duality like old boy on the Flash. I can't think of his name. Who played what's his face?
H.G. Wells.
Yeah, he played H.G. Wells. He had that duality to him. Man, it was the caring, encouraging side, and then a little bit of green, which I love. That every time the dark side, he had a dark moment, it always had a shade of green somewhere. Whether it was a suit, whether it was the environment, I said, "Oh, you're foreshadowing." I love this. And at the same time, which I don't want to go too far into the episodes, but Marvel, I see what you're doing, Marvel. You had to include a hallway, which I'm very impressed. Yeah. There's always a hallway scene.
It was really good foreshadowing and storytelling. And Jeff Tramiel did an amazing job leading the series, so I'm looking forward to. I'm actually going to go back and watch it back now, even though they released it in batches. I'm gonna go back and watch it again, just because I just like the animation style is very reminiscent of old school Spider-Man comics.
Yeah,
and the title song catchy as hell.
Shout out to the Math Club.
The title song is extremely catchy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, not everybody can do like a rap style thing for this stuff, and it works. You said what?
I like how what they did with Nico and Harry, basically becoming friends without Peter having to be there to babysit.
Yeah.
And then with Nico, it's like that's how you can kind of do the not full on edgelord, but you can do the mistrusting dark character and not drag it out for like 8 seasons, where the entire script sounds like it came from Twitter.
Although the whole gothic thing is always fun. You always gotta have that one dark gothic friend in almost every Spider-Man series.
But they give her they at least give her layers. It's not she's just this bitch. You know what I mean? She has layers here. She's not mean. She's just
she has layers.
She has boundaries. She has boundaries. It's like the fuck. What you mean? What you mean? This nigga just got here. What you mean? You told him your whole dirty ass secret, and you ain't tell me. You ain't tell me. You ain't tell me. I see you in your underwear, my guy.
It's the realization that Harry has one more that she doesn't have, and she's like, "Whoa,
right,
hold up." But he didn't know that. He didn't know that. He was just like, "Wait, I thought you."
That was the funny part.
But I like it.
No, good.
He just said he likes the show.
Always. Norman Osborn has always been the spokesman for Sporting Waves and Nylon Durag. I would have fell out the bed if I had seen them show a scene with Norman getting ready for the day. and he's taking off for Durag. I would have been like, "Oh, y'all dug all the way in."
Before you go to bed.
Something.
I would have been mad if you saw the Sporting Waves can just sitting on the bedside. Just that would have threw me off. Just like, sir, who still makes Sporting Waves and how did you find it?
That's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
You were like, well, it isn't the 616, so they would have Sporting Waves probably. It was Pete, Nico, and the ex babysitter.
Yeah,
that Lonnie's dating.
Pearl.
I was gonna say
Pearl. That's it.
a love
Which-
interest or a very caring friend? Because I was
She's
like,
a very. It starts. It looks like it's just a very, at least on her end, is a very caring friend. For Pete, it's unrequited love.
It looks like, in other words, friend zone.
Yeah.
I said because Nico kind of felt like she could be going in Harry's direction at any point, but
Yeah.
I see her as potentially for Peter.
But she has more. It's her vibe. It's more. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's just not seeing it. But according to their second season, and they let out. They had some. They had a design for Gwen Stacy. I'm like, oh, there.
Here comes Spider Gwen.
I mean, she got to show up at
They
some
about to
point.
shake up his world.
I mean,
If they do
And honestly,
anything
that design looks really cool.
although I wish I could. I mean, the other part is, well, I can't say it because in the last episode also introduces how we might see other characters, but can't say it.
I'm curious if Gwen is the person who the spider left with when because they never caught it. So
Yeah, and he did hop onto another backpack, but you never saw who walked away with the backpack.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible.
And there's some Easter eggs. There's some because not everybody's seen it, but there's some Easter eggs in these last 2 episodes, and you're just like, ha, I know who you are, you know. And I'm just like, is it is, you know, somebody we haven't seen since, and here's a hint. Somebody we haven't seen since Avengers Academy. Let's just put it that way.
Yep.
And if you haven't read Avengers Academy, that happened shortly after the whole superhero registration fiasco. And then the Dark Avengers, and that was all in window. That was a time.
Since it's happening now, but Peter's basically being used as a bargaining chip.
Say again.
Sort
I
of.
said, when we do Civil War, Peter being
cut out again.
Yeah, you cut a little bit.
Spartan, your gain is overpowering everybody else's audio.
Wait, is it?
That's what it is.
Whenever anything happens in the background,
I was trying. I thought it was my end. I've been
Hang on
for like 30 minutes.
No.
Y'all go. I'll fix it.
No, go ahead. That's it. What would you say, Tafari?
Oh, I was saying Civil War with Peter being used as a bargaining chip, and basically just putting him off to the side to go to either team at this point. Although an Iron Man Norman team up, this doesn't end good for anybody.
No, no, it doesn't. Which was a weird flex for Tony showing up like that, and I was like, I guess y'all had to throw somebody in there somewhere. And this is after, because everything that's happening in this universe is almost the same as the 616. Thor crashing down in New Mexico, the war in New York. You know, they mentioned another event, but everything, all the Sokovia Accords, everything is almost the same, except, and that's where like it's a quote unquote what if turn. Is like Tony Peter doesn't meet Tony. That whole scene when he goes back home and he walks into the apartment and May's in there with Tony. If you watch Civil War, it's beat for beat that same scene. The only difference is instead of Tony Stark is Norman Osborn. So it's like everything's almost there until it's not. So,
well, in the comics,
I think just to keep
isn't that who Peter ends up
things on a level
aligned with in the first place? That's how it always starts out. It's always him.
With Tony, he aligned in the comics. No, in the comics, you mean he just got done working with Osborn, but during a superhero registration and everything else, it was Tony. He sided with Tony first. And then that's when Aunt May got shot, and he was regretting what he did, revealing his public identity to the public, and that's when all that shit went left.
That was also.
But
he eventually switched sides.
I'm talking about before that. He wasn't he working with Osborn at some point before he even met Tony? I could have sworn there was a storyline.
Oh, yeah, knowing, yeah. He's just, and they just recently did it. Like, was that last year? Last year he was working for Osborn because Osborn had gotten rid of, or thought he got rid of the sins of the Goblin. It was a whole thing.
I remember.
It was a whole thing.
Oh, the Senator shotgun.
Yeah. Oh God. The sister cop in the show. I know they had. I had seen Avengers. Was it Avengers Rising? Yeah, and they had Stacy there, and I didn't like how they did some of those episodes, but no.
I'm trying to think, because
there is someone that has a short bob haircut. And what are you doing here? It's her. And oh no, no one mentions One More Day. That was a nightmare to get around. Not nearly as bad as the clone, not as bad as the Clone Saga, but still.
True.
I'm trying to figure out what they're going to do as far as. Well, actually, I can kind of see where this was going to be just Tom Holland freshman year and split off into its own show.
That's what they talked about, like in the very beginning. That's what everybody was thinking, like freshman year. And then they changed the title. And I guess they changed direction. Like
I can see where they did the shifts because clearly it was going to be Peter, possibly, and Tony, and then his own stuff.
Yeah.
But instead, we get Norman. Instead, we get him fully removed from Civil War. But I would be curious if this somehow does lead to naked Peter in prison slapping up Kingpin. I'm like, I'd be shocked to see how we get from here to there.
That wouldn't be. I mean, and I hate that because it goes right back into the. Dang it! Because I was gonna say what happens in the last two episodes, Safari would actually support your point, but if you haven't seen it, it's kind of hard to talk about it.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do a part 2 of this conversation on Tuesday.
I think we're gonna revisit it. Yeah, I'm all for revisiting it. Other than that, we got some other news. For fans of Avatar: The Last Airbender, Tafari, take the helm.
Oh, yeah. My house is probably bugged because like twin avatars, which I've been saying like privately for 5 years, is now the thing we're doing. Also, Korra, the worst avatar confirmed because like apparently it's a death sentence to own that title now.
I'm going to preface all of this by saying that we're getting a new Avatar series. I think we're going to lead with that for the people that don't know. We got a whole new Avatar series coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be a black Avatar. Is that, or are the twins black? We
don't know yet. They could be some of Sokka's lost little jackets. But Grandpapa was a Rolling Stone, but yeah, it's a new show. It's after Korra. And so far, the most we know is
it's a natural.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
It's Earthbending Kids or Earthbending Kingdom Avatar because that's the next in line. Twins, spirits, and humans are now not a fan of the Avatar, probably because of how the last one handled everything. Mm-hmm. So, also, if Korra's the only person left for that new Avatar to talk to, just lots of awkward conversations to be had. I'm also feeling, depending on how this show goes, I'm feeling slightly ripped off.
I hope they reconnect the avatars. That's me.
I think it's a natural progression for the Avatar mythos
Mhm.
to like not just have it in this one time period. Like it does have to continue. It has to continue in some form. You know, it just makes sense. You know, like you can't depend on Aang forever. You can't depend on Korra forever. You know, it's like, all right, who's so it passes down, or passes on. You know, so who's next? You can actually do a good run. It's probably one of the few properties you can do a decent run in a different time period. You know, as long as they're not fast tracking it.
Right.
I wonder how the aesthetic is going to be. Because, like,
You know,
the
take your
first one
time.
was very, the first one was very
Wait a
like,
minute.
felt like biblical, and then the second one felt like it was a little futuristic. I wonder how the aesthetic.
What are the original creators attached to it? Because they got super pissed and went to Netflix to make this whole the live action stuff, right? Is that right, or they left and went to Nickelodeon?
They left the live action thing to come back and do this.
To New York. Okay.
So somebody they
good.
made up there.
It'll be good.
They made
a bag was produced.
Yes. And hopefully
a bag and freedom.
They
waved.
I just want to know where the idea. Where was the idea sourced from? Is this payback for me letting you know about the last 2 Avatar films? I'm sorry. I didn't know I was gonna be the guy both times.
Great. Don't start with the live action one from Shyamalan.
Do not
by M. Trash Shyamalan.
Don't start with that one. If you're gonna start anywhere,
we don't
Why
talk
would
about
you even bring that up? You don't even know it exists. Oh,
he might though, because if he doesn't know anything about it, he might be like, oh, you know, that might
you're
be
better off watching. You're better off
something.
watching if you're gonna watch anything live action. You're better off watching the live action Netflix version than anything. Not that other one from a few years ago.
Not the over
If over budget, whitewashed, misrepresented.
Whitewash is an understatement on that film. Jesus Christ. I haven't seen whitewashing that bad since Kings of Egypt.
Now, if you really want to be funny about it, find out when that third Avatar film drops and just put your show out at the same time. Get back for what, 25 years?
Yeah, just don't pull like James Cameron and still think people are going to be interested 20 years later.
They are, unfortunately, because I don't understand that shit. But you know, whatever.
That's a cult.
Look, we're talking about people who trashed the Marvels. We're talking about people who tried to trash Captain America: Brave New World. They will bring that up. We're talking about people who loves Zack Snyder's DC universe. They're out there, unfortunately.
Yeah,
away from them. They're constantly going to show up. So,
co-workers.
Enough of them went back to. Enough of them went back for the reshowing of the first Avatar because it beat Endgame again for the #1 slot after COVID.
I'm sorry. After the first movie, it's like, why do we need The Way of Water and why do we need 2 more movies?
Thank you. I agree with that.
Because he technically.
I think it's 3 more. It's supposed to be 5.
Is it?
God.
Yep.
I'm not gonna be here by the time it's done,
anyway.
so I'm good.
Speaking,
Don't do that.
I will have either the next.
I didn't watch the first one, didn't watch the second one. I'm not missing anything.
I'll have all the Avatar film, Kingdom Hearts 4 first, but it won't be both.
Listen, the only reason why people like the Avatar to begin with,
put it like
is
this:
it's a beautiful movie.
we will probably get GTA 6 before we get that, so I'm fine.
We are going to get GTA 6 before. I mean, I think they announced that too already.
I mean, they've been announced and they've been pushing it back. So
jokes aside, though, if Avatar State makes them switch bodies, powers, or whoever's in charge at the time, I want to check. That's all I'm saying.
I want the money James Cameron is getting from all this wishful filming.
Just that was my whole bit a year ago. They switch powers, and then it happens at inconvenient times, and one of them's a dork. If I see any of those 3, Dan Schneider or somebody owes me money.
It's true. I just don't understand.
Look, when I say I haven't seen the first one, I haven't seen the first one in a full sitting.
I've
seen it in parts because they only because they say,
fine.
"Oh, it looks great," which it does. It does look. It looks fantastic. I'm not going to take that away from it, but it wasn't enough to keep my attention.
I was gonna say it was
I literally was like, "Hey, ain't that?" I literally was like, "Ain't that the mech from Aliens?" I was just like, I'm just saying. There was things I was seeing, and I'm just like,
it was
like the story of Pocahontas.
It was the overhype of one having the patent before they even thought of Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is why they had to change the name of the show. In fact, he's waited all this time for the tech to even be built to properly do his vision, and then there's the fact that like 4D had just come out, so Avatar was big selling point for that theater experience, and I think that's what put them so over the top.
Oh, but the technology's not there for me to film my greatest masterpiece. Is the greatest line of BS ever told so far.
That's just hilarious. Like, we want to make a show called Avatar. It's like, yeah, James Cameron.
You didn't hear George Lucas talking that trash.
George Lucas.
You didn't hear George Lucas talking that trash.
Tony Stark. George Lucas made Star Wars in a cave with a box of scraps.
Then it worked for it. And it still holds up.
There had to be a fun conversation at the patent office. It's like, we want to do Avatar. Avatar. It's like, yeah, James Cameron came here 4 years ago and beat you to the point. Why? We don't know yet. He says it's not ready. Just add Last Airbender and you got to show.
I'm just saying that's a lot of finesse. And I want to make a movie 15 years from now. But I want you to pay me now, but the movie's not going to be made for a good decade. How did you?
Listen, that's the way movies are going around now. So
I'm trying to figure out how they pull that off.
I don't know if they paid him. I just know he paid for like all the legal paperwork so that nobody could claim that name while he was just sitting in limbo. So when they tried to they had to make Last Airbender because they're like, we finally got the show greenlit, and they're like, cool, but you can't do this because that all belongs over there. What's he doing with it? We don't know yet, but you just can't do it.
This man pulled the greatest trap card.
Uwe Boll. Look here. Uwe Boll is literally in the middle of an issue of a new movie he has coming out called The Dark Knight, and it's literally spelled the same exact way as Christian Bale's The Dark Knight. Like they're trying to put a cease and desist on it. It's like, dude, there's literally another movie. You could have just changed one letter, my guy, and it.
I'm trying to figure who's still allowing you to
run the pocket. Huh?
Hey, he said if Joker 2 can desecrate Dark Knight, so can I.
Something that will not make my television.
Who said that he could? That wasn't a green light.
Well, he specifically was told not to. But once they found out this was very much a we're doing it anyway type of film, Heath Ledger fake look it is. Like they were specifically asked, not specifically told not to do that.
And what does he do? The freaking opposite.
Do it anyway. So speaking of the Dark Knight, we are getting Batman Ninja versus the Yakuza League. If you remember Batman Ninja, which was just a couple years ago.
Yep.
Not bad. Different type of animation. Kind of hard to wrap your mind around it, but it's just another. I just look at those type of stories like Elseworld stories, and we can check that trailer out right now.
Hello, Batman. Good to see you. I guess they weren't kidding about it raining Yakuza. Well, yeah, of course. Raining men just like it always does.
What the huh?
I went to search for deviations in modern-day Japan, but as you can see...
Japan is gone?
It gets worse. It would seem that Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Green Lantern, and Flash have also disappeared.
So we now find ourselves without a Justice League, which tells us that history has been changed. We need to recover the Quake engine and then use it to return space-time back to normal.
Is that Green Lantern?
Now say goodbye!
Wonder Woman, of course.
Yakuza families are all that exist. There is no government nor law enforcement.
Within the ranks of the Japanese Yakuza are sacrificial assassins sent to kill the bosses of rival syndicates.
Stopping the Quake engine is our top priority right now.
Once we destroy it, Hinamoto should go back to...
That is me!
The Yakuza League will restore peace and harmony back to the world.
Now, let's get this party started!
Gotham City will be crushed.
The art style is questionable, but I'll still give it.
I don't know about that animation.
They did an okay job.
Yeah. See, yeah, even Trey said it.
You know what this is?
Yeah,
this
even
feels
Trey said
like
it. First one was a masterpiece.
it felt like executives going through their kids' Steam accounts and seeing what they've been playing the last year and a half straight, and then saying, "Oh, okay, you guys like the way that looks? Let's do that. Get that. Put that there." Because this ain't it. This is terrible. I'm sorry.
I'm looking at when Bruce is talking, and I'm like, damn, this is like early 2000s. Like your voice isn't seeking with your mouth movement.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
That anime, it cannot be the same animation house.
Oh no, it's not the same. It's not the same.
The story is different, but I didn't think so. I mean, yeah, I didn't think so because that's it.
The art looks great.
Say it
for what you have to achieve in order to get it to look like that, but it don't fit. It don't fit right. It's not a good fit to me, but I also like.
Seemed like it fits well with the action scenes. It seemed like it'll look like it'll fit well with action scenes, but when it comes to dialogue scenes, it's off. It's off.
Yeah, I didn't. It kind of threw me off the first Batman, which I don't even. What were they time traveling? Were they actually back in feudal Japan? What even was the first one? I didn't see that one.
I don't
know. It was
I
a trap. I have to watch it again, but I think it was a time traveling thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was a time traveling thing.
I see they got rid of.
It's been a while since I've seen that one.
I see they got rid of Robin's awful top knot, whatever that was in the last film. That haircut, that is now his official first worst haircut behind Skinhead Arkham Knight. But that the animation style is okay because it was good when they did it for. I'm blanking on the name of the movie. But it was about Robin and Superboy, and Starro had actually taken over the planet, and it was up to them two to basically save everybody.
Yeah.
That was a 3D.
Yeah, the Super Sons.
That was actually good.
Mm-hmm.
Rise of the Super Sons, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But this,
yeah,
I don't. But how many things are we gonna blame for Flashpoint at this point, or whatever?
Everything.
No. Now that you say it, I'm waiting for the Barry to make the joke. I said they're probably going to blame this one on me too. Just say fuck it.
Can I ask who's going to kill Barry?
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody needs to kill Barry. Can we just do this? Kill Barry, reset the clock. No, kill baby Hitler, and let's restart everything.
How did we get? Wait a minute.
Well,
how did we get to this?
Yeah,
he created all of this fucking mess.
Well, no,
he gotta go.
Crisis 3 found a way to curb that and blame Constantine because you can't. If you kill baby Hitler, you create the multiverse, and the multiverse is apparently a mistake. So, I'm kind of okay with how that ended. Everybody gets to one existence, and all of you belongs in one version of yourself.
I'm not. Don't let me hold you. but I swear there are moments when the league and everybody else is in the watchtower, and they're trying to figure like, how did this happen? And Barry is somewhere in the corner, like.
Even what was it, Dark Apocalypse War or whichever one, when Constantine is like, he caused all this. I'm like, so you telling me like 6 different wars and terrorist attacks ago, all we had to do was like Pastor Pap the forehead and we could have avoided all of this?
Yeah, that was Dark Apocalypse War.
Just that also never let Superman lead because he's paranoid. That was also stupid. We really did not need to leave New 52 for any reason whatsoever, and now we just keep getting lost.
It's one of them things where Batman literally needs to walk up to Barry and say, "Stop touching shit."
I mean,
we don't need this.
I mean, Barry was fine. He just turned into a walking ball of cancer. Time travel, apparently, thanks to Johnny Boy. So apparently, if you try to kill infant. If you kill baby Darkseid, apparently the universe doesn't like that and undoes the thing. So, yeah, the Marvel thing of why can't we go back to find baby Thanos and just that's why. I appreciate the fact that there was an attempt, because the fact that they even showed like the blood coming out his nose, I'm like, y'all really just axed an infant on screen. That's unique. But then they said, well, you're not.
I will say this: outside of what you just mentioned with the whole Darkseid thing, what Rhodey mentioned for Thanos, Rhodey, pay attention to all the movies that Rhodey's in. He's a black man and he's making the most sense. Why don't we just could have deaded all of this? We could have deaded all of this. I'm just saying.
He wasn't wrong.
So
he was not wrong, which is why he's got to be in
a couple things where there's a couple things where yeah, it's like, just let me handle this. Black man in the suit. Just let me do what I gotta do. Speaking of Marvel, we have Daredevil Born Again, which is dropping
very soon,
March
3rd. 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yep.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. And here's just a little clip of just a little taste of what we're going to. You said what?
It said Spider-Man gotta go.
Yeah.
It said Spider-Man gotta go.
Yeah.
My name is Matt. I'm a lawyer. That's all for now. Thank you. Exactly what kind of a lawyer are you? A really good one. Vigilantes are not heroes. Yeah. Daredevil Born Again.
We crashed that day, I swear to God. They've been waiting on this. They've been waiting on this Daredevil. I've been waiting on this Daredevil.
Yeah.
We ran through an entire.
The minute they announced that he was back, and I'm like, the minute they announced he was back, I said, yeah. Don't mess with a good thing. They was like, oh, we got to do reshoot. Yeah, because y'all were gonna disregard everything that came before.
I know we got
foolishness.
I know we got Karen and Foggy. I'm curious if Claire ever comes back, because she was kind of our Netflix connecting unit for a while.
Yeah, she was our midnight nurse.
She was
possible.
Well, they did mention, because they're already doing seasons. They're already filming season 2. They did mention another Defender would show up, so it's either going to be Jessica or Luke.
Jessica,
I'm thinking Jessica.
It's Jessica for sure. Luke is too soon.
And if Jessica shows up, Luke is sure, yeah, he'll follow. Yeah. But you're right.
After how Luke Cage ended, he better. I mean, sir, we're gonna need you to.
I'm looking forward to that one. That's smart. That club he's running is Harlem's Paradise is mentioned in one of the trailers.
Mm-hmm.
So he's there.
clubs barely survived COVID. I want to know how his club survived the blip.
That's a good point.
Pivot.
So
You still need places to go.
So not all. Yeah.
Everybody didn't die. Matter of fact, he might have made bank because more people might have showed up. There's less people to have to fucking bump elbows and shit with. That's what I'd say. Half of people go, half off for your drink. Some shit, I don't know. Figure it out. Pivot.
I was gonna say because economics probably did its thing. So
Look, you can literally say Harlem's Paradise is shut down or slowed down production or whatever. Because mind you, Luke took it over because he's like, I have to fight it from the inside. It was an angle we didn't like, but had we gotten a third season, we would have probably seen the culmination of that. So it's probably like, I would say, he was probably blipped. Let's just say that. He was probably blipped and the club had to shut down.
All I can sit there and say is all the former Marvel Defenders, the actors themselves, have all gone mysteriously radio silent since November of last year. And there's now talk of them trying to bring the Defenders to the MCU. Coincidence?
We're just saying. I think not. I think not.
When's the last time you seen Kristen Ritter go dark on social media? Mike Coulter I can understand because that man only barely does promos, but even Finn Jones, which if he ever does come back as Iron Fist, sir,
He better
call Donnie in. Samuel Hung.
Blocks now, doesn't he? So
I hope they don't go that route.
That man is cooked. That man is cooked. Ain't no fucking way. I'm like, no, please don't.
He gave his powers to Colleen, right? And then he ended up finding what the iron dual.
No. Colleen took over the show. That's what happened. Colleen and Misty took over the show, and we wanted Daughters of the Dragon. That's what it was. It was like he wasn't fighting, but at least she was. So we were just like, well, we're watching Colleen right now. So.
Making him the center of the show was just so confusing because I'm like, why do we go to Kunlun to kill these people, but the place we need to dig is underneath the building that we've been in for 20 years while you've been missing Elektra because reasons? The fuck? Also, how much ore was under this cave that the sewer is beneath the magical mystical place you need to mine, and then there's water that we go in, and you coincidentally end up at the church you were raised in to be nursed back to health. Not a sling, not a cast. Just put him in the bed, holy water 3 times a day. He will be fine.
And that lets you know how messed up the showrunner was for Iron Man.
Also, I'm blanking on the name of the shady dude who was in all the Defenders. The dude, he was basically the Marvel version of Risky from Everybody Hates Chris. But he was in all
Tank. Not Tank. Tick.
Tank or
now I'm blanking on his name
because Daredevil whoops his ass every time he sees him.
I'm saying Daredevil
had
to run up.
Turk. There we go. Turk's his name.
Yeah, Turk. Turk, Misty Knight, Claire, and Jerry can all make a comeback. I would be surprised if we don't see more of them. Even though
mind you, Turk said he was after the incident on the roof with Black Mariah and with Cottonmouth, he's like, I'm getting the hell out of Hell's Kitchen. Y'all niggas is crazy. He literally said, y'all crazy. I'm leaving the city.
He did say that actually, yeah.
But and Turk's thing is every time Matt catches him, he's catching hands.
I'm curious when they in No Way Home when they tried to repo.
He's damn near an informant for Daredevil at this point.
I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with that. Yeah. If Turk is an informant, in No Way Home when they tried to repo all of the Stark equipment, do you think they tried to take Misty's arm?
Yeah.
We're gonna need that. We'll give you a prosthetic.
Not the repossession. Oh, no. Not the Rent-A-Center repossession. We're gonna need that arm back.
Misty doesn't strike me. Yeah, Misty doesn't strike me as the type of a woman to freely give up anything.
Right. except coffee.
Hey, look.
I need you to turn your mic down. I need you to turn your mic down.
Wait, is it coming?
I need you to turn your mic down.
Me or what?
No, she's talking about Spartan.
You talking about me? I've turned everything down.
All of y'all.
No, your
I think
coffee
your
quit,
comment.
sir. Yes.
Your comment, dude.
No, she's not saying that. She's not saying.
Oh, I'm saying that.
Okay, so then I can get this joke off. So can we talk about how he got coffee with 3 people, had all of them help save the world, and none of them found out about each other? I tipped my pimp hat to you, Sir Cage. Because all I'm saying is during all of that shit,
They found out about each other. 2 of them found out about each other. I think Misty and the night nurse found out about each other. If I remember,
They found out about each other, but they didn't find out about them.
yeah, they didn't find out because even the one time he brought it up in front of them, he was like, "Remember when we got coffee?" He was like, "Yeah." All I'm saying is, in the midst of that final fight, all it took was, "So how do you know, Luke?" And that shit would have been over.
Pretty much. That man did pull off the impossible.
Lord. Don't be giving.
I guess.
Don't do that.
Hey, I mean, it's not like it was his fault this happened. No one told her to go undercover and then get under the covers. That was a personal decision.
I mean,
It's not like you whole shaming. Stop it.
Trey said
Are
it
you
best.
unwell? Are you unwell? Are you okay?
Hey, look, he got locked up again and then waited for his woman, and he stayed over there with her. But before she came along,
all right, okay.
Also, he clearly regrets. He clearly has regrets about one of them.
Mm-hmm. But what's with the interrogation look, Kira?
I didn't. I'm just asking. I'm asking if you're okay. You keep going.
These are realistic pulls from the show. They happen, but again Daredevil. I really hope we bring. I know the side characters did a good job of contributing to the plot and making me equally as happy or annoyed. So Jerry and her legal antics. I was surprised to show up in She-Hulk. But yeah, and then everyone else I mentioned.
Yeah. Although it's still funny. You try and get your sound. You try and get your visual effects come back up.
We're going to take a break.
I can't.
Yes.
With you.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about Afrofuturism. In the world of nerd culture. Most of these surround Black women. Yahoo. Blerd's Eyeview is a proud affiliate of Otaku Noir. Use the code Blerd's Eyeview for 10% off on all items. With a different nerd-themed box filled with items made by talented blerds across the country, you surely will not be disappointed. Go to otakunoir.com. Otaku Noir, the #1 Blerd mystery box company. All right, we are back. Like we're missing a body. Where did Tafari go?
Probably saying ain't happened to
he'll
me.
probably pop back in. There he is. There he is. I'm like, where did he go? So for those who are new to the term Afrofuturism, trust me, you've been around it since the 70s. Parliament and Funkadelic, Bootsy Collins, Black Panther in comics, even Luke Cage in comics. You've seen Afrofuturism in every facet of media and entertainment, from Beyonce, Janelle Monet, Octavia Butler, Tony Ayademe, Children Blood and Bone, currently filming now. Go get the book. All assets of Afrofuturism, and it's basically just a form of Black people, future tech, future stories, Black speculative fiction, sci-fi, everything that Blerd Station is about. And I want to start it off with just one of the figures that's showing up for BlerdCon this year, which is Janelle Monet. Kira, I know you have some tidbits about Janelle Monet, so I'll let you have the floor.
Take it away.
So yeah, hi. I love me some Janelle Monet. I'm sorry. She had me at Electric Lady, and I have been diving into her stuff ever since then. She has, I don't even know what to talk about. Her mind is always thinking forward. She knows enough to know her history, but enough imagination and luckily freedom to look towards the future and to see how bright and encompassing it is, how inclusive for us it is. Her style of futurism is clearly ahead of its time, and I can't describe her because she's in a class by herself. Like, everybody talks about how Beyonce is starting to break out of genres. She doesn't want to be put into a particular genre, but Janelle's been doing it from jump. I want to say from grade school. That girl has never fit into a complete box. She's always been ahead of the curve. She's always thought of bigger and better things. Case in point is her ArchAndroid album. She's been building off of that album and making incredible a storyline from that album for what is it, almost 10 years? Almost 10 years. 10 years? Oh my god, is it 2007 or 2017? I can't remember. For time's a flat circle, whatever. She's been doing it for a very, very long time. And she keeps coming back to these ideas and building on them to the point that nobody can imitate what it is that she's doing. And it's not so weird, if you want to use that word, that it turns people off or people are like, what the fuck is this? It's not Prince with his butt cheeks out weird.
And even that,
which I'm funny. It's funny you mentioned that. It's funny that you even mentioned Prince, because even Prince has in one of his albums him waking up from a suspended animation inside the covers. So once again, Afrofuturism it's always at play, especially in music and comics.
Right.
Yeah, and Prince being one of her mentors, that makes sense. Especially with the music, the way her music, the way she writes her music, the words behind her music. I love me some Janelle Monet. She got it. She got it in spades. Can't nobody turn me against you, baby. They all wrong.
ArchAndroid.
I like Miss Dominic.
ArchAndroid is the one that brought me in, and that Electric Lady. I'm like, oh shit.
That's my shit. That's my favorite.
Just listening to, I'm like, yeah, because that's the same album that her and Erykah Badu had a cut on.
Yeah, and Big Boy, and
I believe.
There's a
I believe.
few heavy hitters in that
Yeah.
album that people should check out.
Let me see.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Look, Chrissy said she can take all my money any day.
And then
Look,
her
men and women would agree.
I mean,
getting to see her at Radio City was magical. Except for my section. My section was fucking whack.
If you've ever seen Janelle Monet perform, it's an event. There hasn't been one performance this woman has put on. Prince being her mentor, you see it. You see it. Like, because Prince wants a performer. She comes from an excellent, her parents are so like she comes from good stock. Like, she's not playing. And she's actually a really good actress too.
Yeah. Impeccable.
You know, she's like, yeah.
And you know what? She doesn't reach outside of her comfort zone in a sense.
Love
like she builds on what she has and then takes off with it. Like, she's not she'll take a chance on something, but it's because she knows that it feels like she knows she can hone her skills in that area or in that part and then shine incredibly.
Yeah, one of her albums, "Dirty Computer," is another notable piece of art. It's best way. Let's see if it pops. There we go. This is another piece of art. I honestly, there hasn't been an album she's done that I haven't liked it.
Yeah.
I was introduced to her with
so she's just one of them.
What was the song she did with "We Are Young"? That's how I got introduced to her. So I missed the first album, but when that song popped, she was all the live performances. So that's what put me and a lot of my friends onto her back in 2012. That song came out, and then so she was still rocking the.
Somewhere around there.
The suits in the remix Neo hats on stage.
And I just can't move. I'm sorry.
I have to go back and look at that. Man. I definitely have to go back and look at that. So here's some, before we get to some of the other, I don't want to say people that in items that deal in Afrofuturism. You have Beyonce, Rihanna, Solange Knowles, Erykah Badu, DJ Grandmaster Flash, George Clinton, Prince, who I've already mentioned. But if you want to talk about film, we have Brother from Another Planet, Joe Morton starred in that one. District 9 is a form of it. Black Panther has always shown that same type of thing.
Yeah.
You want to talk about books? Octavia Butler is damn near the blueprint of from Kindred. I think it's another one that's called Dream. Kindred is probably her most famous one. You have it in fashion. You have it in comics. Cartoons. Lovecraft Country. The episode of Lovecraft Country literally was nothing but Afrofuturism.
Oh, the hip light episode.
You have so many different.
And for me,
yeah.
that was so important because I feel like that was something that I've never seen before, especially on a video to experience. I love that.
I want to mention Janelle one more time because she does have a book called The Memory Librarian, which is a bunch of short stories, which includes Eyeview, who is currently doing the run of, I believe it's, is it Uncanny X-Men or Exceptional X-Men?
Okay. That what she's coming to talk about at
No. she's coming to talk about her new graphic novel that I don't think is announced, and we're not supposed to talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're supposed to talk about it.
Hey, man, tell that to all of LinkedIn then, whoever left it up there.
Oh.
Either way.
Okay, well, shit, she got a graphic novel.
Hey, if it's on if it's on LinkedIn, it's open. It's open season.
Yeah, that's where all your potential partners are anyway. The way y'all buying them tickets up, get in if you can at this point.
Yeah. Another version of literature that deals with Afrofuturism. Tomi Adeyemi's Children of Blood and Bone, which is being filmed as we speak. That's another notable piece of work. So go check that book out if you haven't already. And it's actually a New York, like it says at the top, #1 New York Times bestseller, and it's probably going to break again once this movie drops.
This is
why I say currently filming. Like,
one more honorable mention. Nettie, I can never pronounce her last name. Nettie Okorafor, I think. Okorafor, yes. Nothing but Afrofuturism stuff. She's got
Nettie. If you've read, I'm glad you mentioned it.
Noor.
Yep.
Noor is good too. Noor.
And I was going to say The Wiz as well. They put The Wiz as Afrofuturism as well.
I mean, because the soundtrack alone was fire.
Listen.
Here it is. If this series by Needy Okorafor.
Wait, she's doing a Shuri?
Yeah,
she did this already.
She
did this already.
Yep.
That series came out around the time that series came out around the time that Ta-Nehisi Coates was doing Black Panther.
So that would have been about a year ago. I'm sorry, 2 years ago.
It was around the time where we find out there's an intergalactic kingdom of Wakanda. It was around that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she tell me shit.
It is a look. Everything Black Panther related, everything. Agents of Wakanda, Storm, all of that. Well, I was getting Storm regardless, but all of them. Even Storm's look has
that's a fact.
Pieces of Afrofuturism.
Because it's almost like an unwritten rule about Storm. You are not going to mess her up.
That life frame.
This one.
So there's definitely moments.
This one. Yes, number 5. This ultimate form, almost ultimate form Storm. Very forward. Sorry. Very, very forward. I love this one. This the one before 6 come out. This it. This it. Ooh.
Thank you, Christine. She says NK Jimmy says another one.
Facts.
There's a lot that Bama said it right here. Black excellence. You really want some good stories that have us involved, that we're the center, and it's Afrofuturism. You're not dealing with slave shit. You're not dealing with all that oppression and stuff like that. This is where you want to go. You want and the thing is, it's always been around us. Go ahead.
Jason Michael Primrose. Jason Michael Primrose.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Trey.
I'm surprised. I'm glad he's not in the States that I didn't miss that one. But yes,
nigga,
his entire run on 2050Z. That is.
Thank you, Trey.
Thank you, Trey.
Trey.
Chickle.
Haven't had one of those in a while.
Tell your agent that we on his ass. We are on his ass.
Tell somebody. Get your money, black man. Get your money, black man.
Oh, okay. So the brother and Supercell is in Children of Blood and Bone. Yeah, they actually had the cast list. I didn't grab the cast list.
God bless.
But yeah, there
everybody in there is just beautiful. Everybody's beautiful. Even if they're playing bit parts, even it just Lord, carry me away to the children.
If anybody's watched Paradise on Hulu, that's also kind of
it's got a season 2.
He
announced it today.
I can't even really talk past the first episode if you haven't seen it, because the way they end the pilot, that it just gets nuttier every episode.
What is it about?
Huh?
What is it about?
No. You gotta go. No. Like, on some real shit.
Yeah,
I would tell you, but we can't. It's in the first
mind
episode.
dive.
It is. It's not complicated. It's not
dive.
complicated. But when you go to look and you get to the last 5 minutes, you're like, shit happened. What happened?
Think of
Is the first season already done?
No.
I think the first 6 episodes are out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We got 2. I think we got 2 more because the shows all tell you. Get out of here. The shows tell you how much. I've noticed the shows will tell you how many episodes are out now, I guess. But they have, I believe, 8 episodes. It's basic. Think of like White House Down or Olympus Has Fallen, but it's a murder mystery. On top of, you find out it's some other crazy stuff going on. It's a good. I was not seeing that dude go from This Is Us to Black Panther to starring in this show like solo dolo. It's been. I'm rooting for Sterling every way.
Okay.
Oh, congratulations on the NAACP award for your podcast.
Sterling K. Brown. Sterling K. Brown was on my bed. We don't always get along. I think it's called. They won their NAACP award. Even he said it. We beat out, Club Shay Shay and a bunch of others. And
substance over flashes. Imagine that.
Like, wow, that's.
I see why he was on the podcast and not at the awards. I wouldn't think I was getting it either.
Shout out to Jamie for Black Girl Nerds. That happened.
To get the fucking scoop on that.
Actually watched she was doing the interview with Sterling K. Brown.
The interview with him and Anthony Mackie, from I don't know if it was recent or if it was for like a while back, but that was just a hilarious interaction and finding out how safeguarded Marvel keeps the scripts now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, about the print. Like they said, Sam Jackson had got the script for Avengers, but the printer didn't work, and they called the tech in to fix the printer, and he got the first copy out, but did.
Pardon me.
That it was printed twice, and so when he left, they said that when he left, we lactose intolerant, so it was
it was the unison where he's like, I went to go do, but I had a small part made me give all my stuff back at the end. He's like, they sent this little nice girl over to you. It's like, can I get those back? I can't keep them. No. He's like, I didn't even know the first Avengers script was told.
Another level of Afrofuturism, Regina King and Watchmen.
I still gotta check that out.
Lieutenant Uhura and Star Trek. Matter of fact, you see a lot of elements in Star Trek, the original, Next Generation. You see a lot of elements of Afrofuturism,
especially Discovery.
In that series, period. Definitely Discovery. So you see a lot of that. So Nichelle Nichols, as far as being on television, that's a blueprint for Afrofuturism. And you know what? This is what allyship looks like. Nichelle Nichols got that role because Lucille Ball wanted to see some black people on the show, and she was helping to produce that show, and it wouldn't happen no other way. She was like, you want this produced? I want to see a black woman up there. Open the door.
That's dope.
It comes to that stuff. So yeah, Geordie LaForge. Yeah, it's there's, you don't really realize it until you sit back and look. And I'm glad you mentioned it earlier, Laney. The Wiz, black sci-fi, mysticism, and everything. That's all at time travel and space. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All that stuff it's very much there. Yeah. Yes, Lucille Ball was an ally. This is why we say tail.
The man she was married to alone. I know he wasn't black, but she knew what time it was.
Lucille Ball is the reason why Star Trek exists. If it wasn't for her, Gene Roddenberry would never got a television series.
Wow.
That's why you hear a lot of people when they bring up Star Trek, they're like, they always give her props because it was her influence they got on the network, because they didn't think that a show about sci-fi would be favorable to viewers. So famous Bongos herself.
So, see, that was the educate portion of the show. You've gotten the entertainment, you've gotten the education. Now we're just waiting on the encouragement part. Very important.
I did that in the beginning. Go out there and make that bag. Get that bag, baby.
I've heard of it. I've heard of Mantis. I haven't seen it though, but I know that was Isaiah Brad.
Yeah, that was Carl Lumbly. Just watch the first season. Don't watch past.
Mantis. Yeah, it can't. And the reason why he says that is because the time at when it aired, I think we were dealing with Desert Storm.
Yeah,
around the time that came out, and The Flash, and they had some really. They have funky aired on the Friday night, but because Desert Storm was going on and it was always breaking news, it would push it to a later time, or it would push it to the next week, or it wouldn't air. So it messed up shooting schedules, it messed up everything, and it messed its ratings up tremendously, which is why we only got 2 seasons of The Flash in the 90s.
Yep.
Because of all the constant interruptions. We only got 2 seasons of The Mantis, and nobody really talks about the second season. Nobody talks about that second season. So it's so important when you see a black man who is a paraplegic, but he's a scientist and an inventor, and he creates a suit that helps him walk and fight crime.
I'm just saying. This man damn near could fly with that suit.
Flying Lotus.
Yeah. And actually had a car that did that.
Brings you Ash as well. No, the movie coming out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Mal, you made a perfect example. Outcast AT Aliens.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
They had a whole comic book in there.
Right.
The fact that I wanted them to continue that book, because I was listening to the album and reading it, and I was just like, yo, I need more of this. Yeah, even Chrissy says it. Look, Tafari had it at the helm. He said, I'm pulling this joint out now.
This is what we mean by protect physical media.
That part. I'm not shocked the Midnight's not coming out on physical media.
Is it not? Because I saw they have some kind of pre-order thing. Is it not like a collector's edition?
Let's just put it this way. I went to the Oh God, the video thing score, and I asked about to reserve my copy. It was like it's not coming out on physical media.
All the AT aliens, Jezebel.
You know, it's funny. The only reason I even know this album exists because I was a Fox baby is because of Def Jam.
Mm-hmm.
So when Cedric does the dope joke about how Southern folks never finish a single word, and I was like, I know all their songs except these. What do you mean? There's 2 more albums that came out before the one that I know?
Yeah,
technically 3, but
so yeah, there's definitely moments in I hate saying the word pop culture, but you see it in all forms of media and entertainment.
Kanye used to reference anime and stuff
And
before
they
I miss the old Kanye.
He made graduation.
We all do.
He made graduation, yo.
I'm just saying.
I don't know what this one we got now.
know,
Sir, how dare you give us late registration, college dropout, graduation?
Yeah.
You the business boy.
But yeah, I wanted my new method of Afrofuturism. Gold Digger was a message to his future self. He didn't listen. We are in the
He did not catch that. He did not catch that.
But what was another? Iwaju was one that we all watched that was Afrofuturistic.
Yeah, that was on Disney, right?
Still a great series, and not well. I think outside of us, not a lot of people talked about it.
They got awards though,
and we still bring it up.
And Disney didn't even push it. That's the sad part. Disney didn't even try to push it. They were like, you're good.
Disney didn't they didn't really back up Homegirl either. She was getting slammed in Percy Jackson, but now that she's won an award, I've seen all the
I wanted to pull a Mike Jones so bad.
Moon Girl, I'm glad you mentioned that. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
Yep. Another one.
Whether it's the comic or the anime, the cartoon, it's Afrofuturism.
Mm-hmm.
My sister has Steph's
and it's funny we mentioned
Go ahead.
It's funny that we mentioned all of these, and the majority of them that have been mentioned have been Black women at the forefront, at the center, pushing the envelope, doing the quiet part out loud.
Use that Black girl man
and not caring. Thank you to the 92%. Thank you. Keep doing your thing, please. We don't talk about those that show up at the White House. I've seen that earlier. I was like, oh, you're the bad witches.
Very true.
Okay. But no, I just seeing these types of, Lady Mandalore mentioned Janelle Monet, and then Beyonce and Solange and Prince and George Clinton, Parliament, Funkadelic, Bootsy Collins. You've seen it in Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. You've seen it in all forms of live action television shows, live action movies. You've seen it in cartoons and anime. In literature and comic books. It's all around. And Tomi Ayademe and Octavia Butler to refer to, and N.K. Jemisin. I'm glad we have these works out there because you can't get rid of it.
I mean,
you can't stamp it out. You can't.
I mean, I'm glad that Malika brought that up about Spider-Verse, just because how many and I'm just throwing that out there. The first time we saw Into the Spider-Verse, and we all know the iconic scene, the leap of faith scene. That right there was probably the best example of Afrofuturism. At the same time, those were a lot of people don't know, there were a lot of talented people of color behind the animation, the coding, the the graphics, everything around that particular scene and the rest of the movie was all people of color. And again, just goes to show you, most of them are women. And it's an ongoing theme. That's all I'm saying. It's an ongoing theme with Afrofuturism. I'm just waiting on Nubia. At this point. We already got Hippolyta.
If you want to count it, Space Jam 2 also happened.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, another one. Warner Brothers, or what do they call it? Warner Brothers Distribution Properties Incorporated.
Yeah. So it's definitely there. It definitely leaves a mark, even when you don't know it.
Mm-hmm. But you feel it though
across every. And this is with anyone, you do feel it. Like if you, and I'm gonna say this: when it comes to our culture, we know.
Mm-hmm.
We. It's a thing we call it good common sense. The common sense the good God gave us. You know, we know the message when we see it. We know the feeling. We know the. I bring up Kendrick.
Ooh,
that whole halftime performance. We got the message. We got the message. It wasn't about the disc. We got
48 mules.
The message. So I think it says a lot when you have people who really pour their heart and their spirit into all of these projects that we've talked about, and they continue to push the envelope. They continue to create. They continue to do more. And shout out to all these creatives, these artists, these geniuses for saying, yeah, we don't want to dwell on what held us back. We want to talk about what's freeing us, what makes us the powerful, what makes us who we are, what makes us powerful, what makes us stand out, why we're so resilient, why we're so powerful, why we're so above the bar that people just think, oh, I didn't know. That's because you wasn't paying attention.
Or the message wasn't for you.
Pay attention, people. Or the message wasn't for you.
Is Iana, is that Afrofuturism at all? Is that more mystical? They're leaning towards it.
Mystical.
Yeah, it falls in that. It's mystical, but it falls in that. Yeah.
The one at Disney, right?
When it deals with deals with black sci-fi and fantasy, yeah, it falls in mysticism. It falls right in it. It's a pool, and it goes right, and it funnels right down into that. So there isn't any just one genre. That's the thing. It's never just one genre. That South of Midnight has touches of that. And you can see that in the it is touches of mysticism and dealing with trauma and waking up what's inside of you, because that's what Afrofuturism is waking up, freeing what's inside of you and exposing more. So
at the same time though, it's just gonna be black on black on black on black. That's what people say. Oh, it's just a month. No, it's a month for y'all. We've been black all our lives. It's a month for y'all.
Did you think this was a thing to stop? That's why I made the post. Oh, we didn't need your permission to celebrate it. We would
I'm like, especially
that anyway. What are you talking about?
I'm like, how we recognize our work is like going to a cookout and realizing nobody had to be told to bring ice. Every dish is fire.
Yeah, I don't hear y'all opinions on anything with a Marvel Black lead ever again. Between this, the Marvels, and probably some third thing. Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh,
y'all thought y'all was doing something.
Oh, that's why I say I can't wait till Sinners comes out, because Sinners is finally gonna shut them up, because we hear it all the time from execs. People of color can't make money. Oh, but we did well with Wakanda. It's a Marvel movie. Okay, now we're coming out with something original. Sinners is gonna do well off the fact. Wait, what's with the finger wagging, Coach Kira?
Because we keep forgetting about Creed.
Oh, that's another one. Sorry, Creed is another one. You're right.
All of the Creed
All
movies.
the movies. You're right. You're right.
All of them.
Wait,
I forgot
Jordan,
about Creed. You're
Jordan
right.
Peele.
Because I mean, Jordan Peele horror movies. That's another one.
I don't know why I didn't say that shit.
Okay, I stand corrected.
I was thinking that I'm never gonna.
I stand corrected. I stand corrected. But the point I'm getting at is, it's just that they always, and I'm not saying we're seeking validation. I just want to just shut people up. Just like when South of Midnight comes out, I want to do well. I want the developers behind South of Midnight to really get as much shine as those same people leaving Marvel Rivals right now. I want that same level of shine for that particular group.
So I would say people have to really actually buy, because to your point, Tafari, you can pre-order it, but again, they don't have to go copies. So it comes out on Game Pass. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm actually just gonna actually buy the digital copy so that it's within the sale. We need to support this. We need to support this by actually buying the digital copy and not relying on the fact that it's
what Zuri said. Like, you're exactly right.
I think and this is kind of a common thing, especially with everything that's been going on lately. Support of Black businesses, support of Black entities and creatives who are really out there putting out the work, doing the work, having good products, showing that their work. You know, the Kickstarters, the fundraising campaigns, the WeTransfer. It's all there, and you just have to know it ain't about, at this point, what I've seen, it ain't even about looking. It's just there's so much. Where do I choose? I've seen more people saying, support this, go check this out, here, check this company out, check this creative out. They got books, they've got an animation, they've got a coloring book. It's there now. It's not because we're not hiding it anymore. We're quote unquote gatekeeping. We are gatekeeping. Trademark the stuff. Hold it. Don't follow the trends. Don't give them any trends.
What, Jared?
Please get your shit trademarked. Like please get your shit trademarked. I've got mine. I don't even have my LLC yet. But that bitch, that's mine. Okay? Ain't nobody taking that shit to go. If you want, you can take it if you want to. Run me my money. Give me my coins. Trademark your shit. Don't think that your idea is safe out here for nobody. No fucking body. Your mama, your aunt, your uncle, your great TT up the block. Nobody. Trademark your shit. It's worth it. It's worth it.
You have this is, and I say that because I see what's happened with the human TikTok thing and how it just got snatched.
I have stayed so far away from that whole situation. I don't even know what's going on. It didn't seem like.
So that's why I say, stop giving away the ideas. Stop giving away the trend. It's not even a trend because we're trendsetters. So stop giving it away. Lock that shit down. Gatekeep it. Hold it. Support. And I had a conversation with a friend of mine a couple weeks ago. He said, "Do you support all Black business?" I said, "I support Black business that stand on business." I remember. I think it was you guys I was telling about the Black barbershop that's literally down the street and around the corner. And just for them to shave my head and give me a line of things that I can do myself will cost almost $140. And I'll treat myself from time to time and do that because, once again, Black owned business, and it's what they're doing. It ain't ghetto. It ain't out of the pocket. It's clean. They massage. They give you massages, and it ain't wild in there. Nothing. It's high end.
140.
They've been in business. Chris. This is when I first got the headshots done. Last time I paid like $80.
If he's getting spa treatment with it, Like the ones who keep going and pulling in these streamers and upselling them just because.
I didn't say every 2 weeks I was spending 140.
That's the more. There we go. There we go. All right.
Yeah.
I'm talking.
Yeah. Hot towels and treat. Yeah.
Meanwhile,
it ain't just the shaving and haircut. No.
It's these dudes who got the hot kids coming in, and they are seeing them every other week and charging them like $200-$300 a haircut. They're just scamming. They're just scamming efficiently. But it's treating yourself is fine.
There's just certain ones.
Every haircut is triple digits. There's a problem.
If you're a man.
Yeah.
If you're a man.
Like I said, treat it myself. I ain't doing that every 2 weeks. I can cut my own head, and it was like with no problem. But I'm like, you know what? I got a little extra bread. Let me run around here so they can go ahead and line my beard up, line my beard up and shave my head. You know, I'll give him a little $80. You know, that 140, that was a whole thing. That was the, like Christy said, hot towel. Yes, hot towel. Okay. Rose water. I'm like, well, you pampering my face. My cheeks like it. You know.
So also don't.
I was like, is this what the women be talking about? I see now. It felt good.
But also don't try to up yourself by knocking somebody else down before opening weekend finishes, you dipstick.
Yeah.
Or keep trying to get people to buy into something and you don't update or fix any of the things from the current people over there.
Or show progress on what you're doing.
Or keep talking about
how could you at least.
I'm sorry, Demetrius hit him with a mean one. How much funding do you need to continue to put out? Nothing. Keeps making me laugh every time I read it. And it's the fact that I don't even pay that much. It's the fact that I don't pay that much attention to it. But how many people have had to come on this show now and say, I'm not going to keep asking for money to put out nothing, and say, I'm not talking about anybody, because everyone automatically assumes.
No. They know. Wow.
Like the fact that people have come on here.
It's that bad that they know. They won't speak the words, but they know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like that one cousin. It's that one cousin who was like, yeah, don't mess with that one. Don't. That's like you gonna mess around and not have your car.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, Christy. Ooh. How often?
Yes.
How often?
Ooh. $250.
I get my locks done for $75.80, y'all. Stop. You talking about 140? You talking about 250? Y'all got it. Y'all got it.
75.
You know
hey, I got the whole. That first round, I got the pamper treat.
You gotta go through. If you got a lot of hair, you gotta go through. I actually understand that, but still, 250 hurts. That hurts my.
It's
like I said, when the mane gets long, that 75-80 becomes almost like 210, 250 for a wash and retwist.
First of all, homie, it's not gonna go down. It's only gonna go right here. Stop playing. I'm not doing the butt. I said that's the long neck that I hold.
I go. It is less about the length and it's more about how many locks you have, and they charge by that. So
we've reached our pause segment of the evening. Brought to you by Derriere. It's there. You know it's there. We
Run the clip.
Oh my God.
But yes, Jerry, you say pause too. I got it.
Is there your hair? Your hair will be cheap for a few years. Enjoy that.
Shoot, the next year she gonna full on afro. She gonna have an afro and then some. I can't wait for that day. I can't wait for that day. You got a full on afro and your mom tries to style it. That's gonna be our first fight.
Oh yeah, Meg and Marshall.
See about Marshall Blueberry?
I was saying Marshall Blueberry and Meg and their Afro-futuristic collabs.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, definitely Meg. Yeah, how could I forgot Meg? Yeah, Meg. So it's definitely there. The influences are out there. Shout out to all the artists who help create some of these visions that you don't see for those visuals. Shout out to them because when you see them, you're like, yeah, it was some black hands on that. It was some black hands on that. So we're getting ready to get out of here. Why don't we do the shout offs? Why not? Why the hell not? I think we got time.
Wrap-up protocol initiated, Captain.
It's been a while since we heard from the.
Hi. You can find me on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Room Full of Blerds. We are talking about independent comics, Black-centered or Black creatives with comics. This week we are continuing our journey into Bitterroot. We will be reading from chapter 3 and 4, probably 5 too, because it's getting good. We're also going to have a special guest. All Nerd Entertainment will be joining us for our journey as well. And you can find me. Oh God, I'm still on TikTok. I haven't posted anything on there because, but I'm also on Spill as RM Full of Blerds, Room Full of Blerds. I'm on BlueSky, and I feel like there's something I'm forgetting. Instagram, clearly, and that's it. Voice work coming up shortly. Oh, I did a cartoon thing. I don't think I can tell anybody about it yet, but it was fun. Yeah, I did a thing.
As she proceeds to tell us.
Right, as you tap dance on the NDA.
Yes, I did a thing. It's not a big thing, but it was fun. So I liked it. So for me, it was a big thing. Yay!
All right, Lady Mandel, be sure to follow. Geek by Heart, or Gria the Horror.
What's up, y'all? I am Lane from Geek by Heart. Me and my husband run Geek by Heart on YouTube.
Talk to the people.
On our YouTube, IG, and TikTok. I stream now. I'm doing Echoes of Wisdom on every Wednesday and Sunday for sure. Wednesdays it's at 7:30. Sundays it's at 5 o'clock. So I am here to do Hyrule, and we are coming out with our movie reviews. He actually went to see The Monkey today, and I'm going to see The Monkey tomorrow. So hopefully our review should hit by Saturday. We have a couple of movie reviews for the last part of January, February. So hit us up. We are trying to get back on our content more consistently.
Nice.
Take it away, Spartan.
Sure. Why not? Black_Spartan 615 is still on the socials. Link to the shows are still there. How the Freck we got here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Tomorrow's Get Bit podcast with me, Tafara, and Joe will be also every Friday night at 8:30ish when we get started, because we're pretty much catching up from Valentine's Day. So we got a lot of trailers, state of play, and a lot of other stuff we found out today. Like Chris said, blerdseyeView.org website. Need to get back on the writing the articles a little bit now that I got a little bit more free time. But definitely check us out there. At the same time, guys, check out Tafara TV, because he has con stuff that I always refer people to if you're unsure about what to do at cons, especially when you got sewer water going over your head. That should be new. That should be a new video, Tafara. What to do when sewer water's over your head in Artist Alley?
To everyone and everything. And if it's a $30,000 settlement for a plane crash, no.
Right. If they offer you $30,000 to pretty much not say anything about the plane crash, I mean, I wouldn't take it. But then again, my fear of flying has been kicking in for the last 72 hours, so I may not go on the plane for a while. But aside of that, guys, again, respect cosplayers. Keep your ass clean. Pause. Wash your ass, and above all else, be nice, be kind, share and respect your fandoms. Don't be a dick, and we'll all be cool.
I'm laughing at Zuri because she's like,
Zuri is entertaining herself.
But he cleans my ass. She's like, he cleans my ass, so that he ain't been talking about me. So Tafari, talk to people.
Yeah, getting back to my normal posting schedule. New video is up. Why anime themes are always so damn loud back in the early 2000s and sometimes now. Streams, attempts will be made. I have a new capture card and maybe the solution to my problems. We'll see. Currently trying to get through Walking Dead and see if I can keep the black characters alive. So there's the challenge for this month. Blerd Con is coming up. We are still selling advertising space. If any of y'all are still looking to promo a business, or you'll be there, you want to come see the stream booth, we'll be doing that again this year. If you're waiting on news like us, stand by. We don't know either. Janelle Monet will be in the building. Look, we are all in this together like the East High Wildcats, okay? We're just anyhow. Yeah, cons are here. Always have a point of contact. So in case, I don't know, planes get delayed or you get sprayed, you at least have somebody to complain to and file information with. This seems to be the 4 horsemen of convention apocalypse. Also, it's Black History Month. Don't get banned arguing with bots and trolls. The algorithm's nice to us for what? Another like 12 days. So block, ban, and delete buttons are your best friend. Don't take the bait. I am also doing voice things that may or may not pop up with people we know. Will TBD.
There it is.
Bokutachi wa
Okay, I was kidding. Why on every app, everyone dropped that song by name before they finished the video. They're just like, "Oh, even though I'm like, I thought we knew the song by name."
I love the fact she went straight into the Inuasa outro. Just of all the outros she could have done, she could have done real folk blues. That really would have messed people up.
That's the one everybody kept commenting about. Everybody, yeah, she was gonna do Fukai Mori. I'm like, I didn't know.
See, yeah, sing it.
Zuri sings her own beats at this point. And raspberries with 5 seconds.
A few things in the front, a few things in the front. If they actually look.
You can catch us Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't know what's going on Monday. Tuesday and Thursdays, 8 p.m. on YouTube and Twitch, 8 p.m. Eastern. You can listen to me on Talk Story to me on Spotify. You can hear me on under Millennium Studios on YouTube. I am playing a character over there. I have more projects coming down the pipe. So you'll be hearing this gravelly deep voice in a lot of places. So stay tuned for that. Thank you to everybody out there who showed some support, showed your love. Thank you for keeping the ship afloat. We are heading out of here. It's been a week. Like Trey Mosley said, it's been a motherfucking day. And so to all my people out there, keep your head up. Remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, and most of all, encourage yourself and others. And I'm going to do this because our brother, he couldn't make it tonight, but don't be a basement virgin. Go out and touch some grass. Don't be a dick, as Spartan would say. Mental health is important, as Mayhem would say. He'd appreciate that. So, in the meantime, we'll see you guys next Tuesday. Be safe, be kind to each other, lift each other up. We'll see you later.